With empty corner.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jono. Happy birthday to you.
And you wanna be famous?
I met Jonathan about a year and a half, 2 years ago. He told me he liked my hair. And then I later found out he has a thing for blondes, so we laugh a lot. He laughs a lot. We also bonded over salsa dancing because I love to salsa. The Spanish language. I love Latinos. Oh, Jonathan and I bonded over El Grupo Menudo. This is one of the ways in which we were able to communicate because he knows El Grupo Menudo. In case, for those of you who don't know, El Grupo Menudo, Ricky Martin, he was one of the members. He was a boy band. He was in sync in Puerto Rico. You see? Anyway, I decided to pay Jonathan a little visit to see if my time with him might spark up some ideas for his design. And you do this every morning. My gosh.
This is what you want.
Oh, no, this isn't gonna happen.
Do fine.
I can't do 5. Were your feet down?
Yeah, it's okay. Like,
After all the funny games, things got a bit more serious as Jonathan spoke about the political crisis in Colombia.
the people start to rise against the oppression and the abuse of the government. Yeah, against corruption, which is a good thing, I think. No, it's not good the violence that is happening. I don't agree with the violence. Okay. Protesting is good. In Spanish, I always say la voz del pueblo es la voz de Dios, which means the voice of the people is God's voice. To know that something is not right, you need to raise your voice and let them know, you know?
But how's your family during this whole thing? I mean, is everything okay with them?
My family is okay. What I can grasp for what they are saying and what they're posting, they think that working and praying is going to change the country.
How do you feel?
No, you need to go out and tell them that it's not right. You know, I will keep working and I will keep praying as long as I know that my work and my taxes are going for the right thing. Dylan Cruz, he was a protester from 10 meters away. It broke his head. He was literally, he arrived at the hospital with that shit on his here. He was in between life and death for 3 days, and yesterday, Colombian time, it was yesterday, but it was Europe time today. He died. He passed away. This is not how it should be. Policemen should be to protect people and not to kill them, particularly when it's a protest that is supposed to be peaceful. We are gonna keep protesting and we are gonna keep racing, and we're just not going to stop until something meaningful happen. You know, some meaningful change happen.
What makes you Jonathan Cardenas?
I think it's a mix of everything. Who I am right now is a mix of mistakes and right things, and it is my family's mistakes as well, my parents as well. I have lots of memories when I was a child. The thing is, you know now that you were happy back then, but you didn't know that you were happy back then. You just were. You were you. I didn't have to think about the tomorrow, you know, we just like living the present. It's something that we often forget, but we have it.
Tell me 3 things that matter to you.
Spirituality, my personal health, and family. And by family, I mean obviously I mean my family, my blood family, but also I mean the people that I make them family. I create them, and throughout my life, you make family.
Tell me about your grandmother. What did you learn from her?
Kindness. She's the kind of person that if she doesn't anything good to say about someone, she doesn't say anything. That's why people respect her very much, and that's the respect that she gets, because she is very wise. It's like the Bible says, mujer virtuosa, a virtuous woman,
Yeah.
That's her.
Do you believe in purpose?
I do believe that everyone has a purpose, but you need to find purpose.
What's yours?
That's the thing. I had a moment where I knew what my purpose was, and I wanted to be, dancing, ballet, and being in the center of the spotlight, and the showbiz was my dream. And still a little bit, but now, after some years of living alone and traveling and living in different places, I think that there must be something beyond just like looking nice or just being in the spotlight. Maybe having a legacy of something, that'll be something that we'll like to have as a purpose. Like when people think about Jonathan Cardenas, it's like, oh, he did something good, something meaningful,
What I really like about Jonathan is just how warm he is. He's incredibly generous, he's incredibly kind, and it's really hard for him to worry. I mean, not that that should be something that should be done easily, but I'm always fascinated by things that are going on in his life that aren't necessarily the greatest things, but yet he still has a reason to smile. And that's really, really refreshing. So with this project that I'm working on, Jonathan is one of the 7 guys that I talked about last week. I am designing 7 items of 7 classic silhouettes, which include a blazer, a hoodie, a trouser, a t-shirt, an overcoat, a bomber jacket, and a button down. I got it. Each guy is going to inspire a design based on one of these silhouettes. Now, the one thing I have yet to decide is which guy will inspire which silhouette. So maybe this is something you guys could help me out with. Otherwise, you're gonna just leave it all up to me. Thank you guys for being here once again. It was so great to be able to introduce Jonathan to you. I hope you got to see what I see and just got to feel a little bit of his passion and just how warm and sweet he is. Please come back, subscribe, hit the little notification button. Hey! Hit the like button. Like, subscribe, ding 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 ding. Like, subscribe, ding 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 ding. Once you do that, we'll see you again and you'll be notified for when I post a new video. I'm going to take you into my fabric shopping world. I'm gonna take you into the world of sketching, which could possibly be really tricky because the guys have no idea what I'm doing. So if I show you guys, it could make things a little tricky, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. I'm going to end this video in Spanish. Toda la cosa buena llega a su final. If you know what I said, put it down in the comments. Come on, put it down in the comments. I'd love to know. I'd love to know actually, because I actually don't know what I said. Toodaloo.